What's up, YouTube? You are on my new YouTube channel, CE's Cooking Factory, where more than great food. So this video that I am talking about is retail and how people act in retail and some of my pet peeves that I absolutely hate that goes on in retail. All right, so you guys, this is my first time doing retail rant. This is my first time doing something of this caliber, and so I need you all's feedback on how to do like the music and the graphics and the editing and all the other stuff. Because all I have is just my phone. So you guys can leave comments on how to do the graphic side of it and the editing and the pictures and the music and all the other stuff on how to add it, and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get right to it. I have been working in retail all my life. I'm 38 years old. I've been in retail all my life. And I can't tell you how some of these customers, they do the absolute most. So for example, I worked at certain clothing stores where people want to return stuff. And I'm like, when did you buy this? And I'm looking at the receipt and it says 3 or 4 years ago. And they're like, can I return it? It doesn't fit. It doesn't work anymore. And I'm like, you just now figured it out that it doesn't work? Yeah, I want to return it. So my pet peeve is it's almost like people just want to buy stuff and not keep it. And I'm like, what's the point of buying something if you have no intentions on keeping it? So that's one, returns. Second thing is people that put stuff in the wrong place. They go try it on, or if you're at the grocery store, they move things in one aisle and put it in another aisle. For example, I was in Walmart a couple of weeks ago. I go inside Walmart, I see literally tennis shoes. Tennis shoes, y'all. Tennis shoes in the meat department. Full-fledged tennis shoes like on the hamburger meat because they didn't want to put it back. I've seen bras in the cereal aisle. I've seen a carton of eggs in the men's apparel menswear department. I've seen a whole lot of stuff. People coming up to the cash register with a basket full of groceries, and they decided the last minute 75% of the groceries they don't want. So they gotta take the time to take all those items back off, just to, for what? For what reason? Have respect for people's jobs, man. Have respect for people's jobs. I hate it when people say, "Oh, it's their job," or "Let's give them something to do." It's disrespectful. Just like you teach your kids home training, you should have home training on how to act when you go into an establishment. It's one thing to expect great customer service. It's one thing to provide excellent customer service and talking to the guests right or the customers right, whatever that you use at your establishment, customers, guests. That's all fine and dandy. You're supposed to treat your customers with respect, but also treat the workers with respect too. We work hard. We may not be a lawyer or a police officer or a doctor or something, in a law firm or all these other big time corporation jobs or working a 9 to 5. But y'all need us just as much as we need you. We feed y'all. We clothe y'all. We do things for you all, for you guys. So have respect for people's job. It's just uncalled for. During the sales, during the Christmas months, you got people just coming in shopping like animals, throwing stuff here and there, doing things, acting crazy. Have some common decency. Parents, when you bring your kids to the stores or restaurants or grocery stores or clothing stores, stop letting your kids wander around all the time. And I remember when I worked at Banana Republic a few years ago, and there was this family, and they had one girl, but she's roaming around on my side of the store, and she's throwing clothes everywhere. And there was a big long mirror that was on the side. If I did not stop her, that mirror would have fallen on her. The parents and the other guy, they're messing up clothes and throwing things around and doing what God knows what. They're not even paying attention to the daughter. If it wasn't for me stopping her, she could have got hurt. So parents, watch your children. Please watch your children. Okay? Fitting rooms. That's one of my pet peeves too. Fitting rooms. When you are done, bring the clothes back out. And either one, put it back where you got it from, which we would prefer. Put it back where you got it from. Or if you're not going to put it back where you got it from, at least have the decency enough to give it to an associate, or go outside and there's a rack where you can put it on a hanger. Don't just ball it up after you tried on 4 or 5 different pair of pants and shirts and blouses and bras or whatever that y'all try it on, and then leave it in a ball and just leave it on the floor scrunched up. That's what I'm saying. People have no home training in these establishments. So my whole thing is, when you come into a grocery store, when you go into a department store or clothing store or any type of retail store or restaurant, fast food restaurant or a dining restaurant, just like y'all expect us to provide great, excellent customer service, which I have a pet peeve on that too. I've been in customer service all my life, so I understand about delivering great customer service. But outside of that, please treat us with some type of human decency. We're people too. And we have feelings too. But we can't do anything about it because we're behind a register or we're in an apron or something. And so we have to stand there and just take it. You know what I mean? So that's all I had to say. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing some more retail rants. But that's one of my pet. Oh, before I forget, I used to work at a grocery store too. And I can't tell you how many times I've had a customer. Now, if you ever worked at a Whole Foods or a Publix or anything that has high standards of good quality customer service, the customers, they take advantage of that. That's probably the only downfall about working at establishments that really provide great customer service. Not the workers, I'm sorry, the customers, they take full-fledged advantage of it. Let me tell you. So I had this one customer. She comes in line, right? A cart full of groceries. I scanned it all. Her total came up to like 3 something. So she says, "Oh, my budget is only $100." But one, you're shopping at Whole Foods, one of the most expensive stores in history, one of the most expensive stores, and you go on Whole Foods and you just throw everything in your cart. So I have to take everything off until it gets to $100. And I'm like, "So what do you want me to do with all this stuff?" "Well, you figure it out. You work here. I don't want it." Then on top of that, she starts to eat while I'm scanning. So 25% of the groceries that I scanned was already halfway eaten. And so she had the gall to ask me, "Hey, these items are already tried. Do I have to buy it?" And I'm like, well, you ate it before you even bought the product. Of course you have to buy it. But, of course, I asked the manager, and of course, he the customer is always right, which is not true. The customer is never always right. Sorry, it's not happening. It's not always right. But he gave her a pass. It said it's okay. We're sorry. Blah 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 blah. So you have these people that take full fledged advantage of it, like Trader Joe's. I worked at Trader Joe's for a while as well. Trader Joe's, because they have certain products. A lot of times, a lot of people have not tried it before, so a lot of times you won't know until you buy it. So I understand that. But people abuse that system because at Trader Joe's you can return stuff at haul. Like let's say I go and spend $250 worth of groceries at Trader Joe's, right? I can go home and in a week or so eat all of my groceries, come back to Trader Joe's without my items and just have my receipt, and they'll take it. Then they wonder why business loses, money because of unrealistic expectations. You know what I mean? So just treat us with human decency. We're humans. Just like y'all want us to treat y'all with respect, which we should. But treat us with respect. Stop acting like animals. Okay? Another pet peeve, then that's going to be it. Fast food. When you're in drive-through, don't be waiting till the last minute to get your change. Fast food is fast food. They time us 30 seconds. They want us to get all those cars in and out. 30 seconds. That's why I hate working in drive-through. I hate working drive-through with a passion. I hate it because it's unrealistic. Managers are hounding down your neck because you're taking a long time, and here it is, the meter on the top left says a minute 25 seconds, and it's in red because that car's still there, and my boss is yelling at me like I'm at fault. I've already gotten your information. I'm just waiting for the customer to get his or her money. And he or she is taking forever to give me the money. Oh, let me see if I got this, and let me see if I got that. And don't be waiting then you want to decide you want to add an order when you get up to, oh, can I add 4 more orders? No. No. Not happening. Have respect for the workers, okay? So my next video, I'm gonna talk about my experience working at Chick-fil-A. All right? Love you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it. Also, tell me what I need to do and what I'm missing and how to tweak it and make it look more presentable. This is my first time doing, not my first time doing YouTube, but my first time doing something long, So I want to know how y'all do the editing and the music and make it more fun and stuff like that. All right, peace. Let's go out of 2020 with a bang.